Welcome to the internal laws, the mindset of the 2.0 self. I'm going to share with you these mindsets that I personally live, that shaped who I was as a man, the mindsets, the identities, these laws inside me that allowed me to die and be reborn into like this version of me that I am today, that I now have worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people and installed these laws, these identities in other people. And it's an operating system. So these principles, they sustain leaders. They're not random mindsets. They're not motivational quotes. It's a manifestation of how I overcame in my life addiction and kept it off. It's to sustain it using this mindset. How I lost 100 pounds and actually kept it off finally, once and for all. Like, it's the identity that I had to become. This was my version of becoming. And then I started to install them in other people in my coaching over the last 10 years. And all of a sudden, their life sustained the result through these 10 specific identities, these sub-mindsets and identities. And this is a belief system, right? This is not like something you just take a screenshot and forget. These are ways of seeking, ways of thinking, ways of operating, because every single result in your life right now comes from an operating system. Your relationships, your money, your discipline, your consistency, your peace, your fear, all the things that you avoid, everything, your standards, it's a mindset. It's an operating system. And so as my life got better, as I became a better man, a better husband, or a better partner, a better father, I unlocked that these were the identities that I was living. And this is who I become. And this is what other successful leaders, high-performing leaders are. They are these things. And for a long time, I didn't understand that. I had thought like learning more tactics, working harder, making more money, closing more deals, and doing, like things would change, but it wasn't. I kept seeing something. I kept seeing the patterns. Like I could win externally, but I could still lose internally. I could make money and still feel unstable until these mindsets were like the base bone. It was the base of me. And when I had them, when I installed them, subconsciously, it became who I was. And I did the work on myself, right? All of a sudden, my life got better every single time because I didn't need a reconstruction. I needed a new operating system. So these principles I'm about to share with you came from that reconstruction, not by theory, not by books, not because they sounded good, because of my life experience, from my pain that I was in, my suffering, my failure, the divorce, fear, loss, depression, anxiety, avoidance, being a shitty father, losing myself, feeling shame and guilt most of my life. It's rebuilding myself as a man, leading teams, making money, finding myself, and then finding myself again. These principles I've learned and had to relearn again and again. Like I said, I've installed them in others. They're not mine. They're bigger than me. This is bigger than me. These mindsets is what people who sustain leadership are. People who sustain high performance are. They operate completely differently. I had no idea. I had created them. And now I get to share them with you. So the goal right now, as I share these with you, is not to agree with them. The goal is what would change, and the mindset is what would change if I lived them? What would change in your life if you lived them? Because your identity isn't built by anything that you know. It's built by what you repeat every day and who you are. Because your repeated thoughts become your beliefs, and your repeated beliefs become your identity, and your repeated identity becomes your reality. And you can create your life from this place. Anything is possible. So I'm going to break them down one by one. Here we go. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go through these together. Let's break them down. First one, I trust the process, and I trust my process. I trust the process. Trusting the process. Trusting you are in a process of life. I trust the process, right? Rather than controlling the process, no, I trust the process. And I trust my process. I'm in my process. I trust this process, right? This program, this thing, this coach that I'm on, right? And I trust my process that I'm on the right path. I don't need to control the process. I don't need to understand anything. I just trust. That's number one. That's number one. Number two is I tell the truth. I tell and I live the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Even when it's uncomfortable, I tell and I live the truth, even if it doesn't feel good, even if it's uncomfortable, because in that uncomfortable, the truth will set me free. My truth will set me free. It will set you free, especially when it costs you something. Because you're not focused on what you want. You're focused on where you are. You're not focused on your intentions and your vision. You're focused on what you don't want versus what you want. This is truth. I tell and live the truth. I live the truth. I tell the truth. I live the truth. What I want, what I don't want, what I do want, and I live it. I live truth. Number three, I do what I say I'm going to do. Integrity is everything. I do what I say I'm going to do. I do what I say I'm going to do. My word is the foundation of self-trust. My actual intentions, my commitments, what I commit to, and my actions are aligned. I live in integrity with those three things because I do what I say I'm going to do. Number four, I allow everything. I allow everything. My emotions, I allow them, all of them. My anger, my fear, my shame. I allow my joy. I allow my enthusiasm. I allow all parts of me. All parts. All parts are welcome. The angry part, the sad part. I allow rejection. I allow me to say the wrong thing and not have to fix it. I allow space to be and not have to do. All these things. I allow everything. I need nothing and I appreciate everything. I need nothing. I appreciate it. I don't need everything and take. I don't just take. No. We live in a place where we need nothing. We appreciate everything that we have. Everything that we have. And when we come from appreciation, more of things in life appreciate. And when we start feeling good, gratitude is the frequency to get you what you want. Always, always, always. The next one, I take full responsibility for where I am right now, where I'm at right now. I take responsibility in this moment, where I'm at right now, and the next step forward. I take responsibility if it's up to me, and I also am responsible to take the next step forward. And what is that next step? Yeah, that's simple. And the next one is I'm all in. I'm all in, not half in, not a quarter way in, not the maybe guy. I'm all in. 2 feet in the relationship, 2 feet inside the marriage, 2 feet inside the business, all in. I'm not half because I'm committed and not interested regardless of how I feel or my circumstance. All in, committed, not interested. No, are you committed? Are you interested? No, I'm committed, not interested. Committed, not interested. No, I'm committed, not interested. No, are you not interested? Are you interested or committed? No, you get this. I'm committed, not interested, regardless how I feel, my feelings, my emotions that get in the way, and my circumstance. That alone, like every day, I woke up in that. That is me. That is me. I'm committed. Recommit. And for you too. Now you're learning these. First time. I act with urgency because life is later. No. Life is now. I act with urgency because life is now, not later. Later, I don't play the someday game. I don't play, I have till Monday game. I did that. I was 100 pounds overweight because I did that. I'll do it later. I'll lose the weight later. No. Success is life is now. We decide now. We take action now because we matter now. The next one. I live vision driven, not circumstance driven. Vision drives everything. Everything in our life is vision. Everything. Vision in relationship, vision for our body, vision for our health, vision for a program that you're in, a program with me, a program with wherever you're doing right now. What is required to move through the program is to not live in circumstance, not live in limitation, right? It is allowing the future, right? Your 2.0, your future life, the thing we're going after, your dreams to pull you forward. And despite the circumstance, we're not taking action from circumstance. We're taking action from that vision, from the thing that we want, not what we don't want, but what we actually want. And when we do that, we actually get it. We create it, and we get it faster. The next one, the last one, fear, moving past fear. Fear is the only thing that gets in the way. It gets in the way. It stops us. Fear. So I take bold action in the face of fear. I take bold action. You take bold action in the face of fear. Whatever fear is showing up in your life, take bold action anyway. I do it anyway. I take bold action in the face of fear. I do it anyway. I do it anyway. I take bold action in the face of fear. I do it anyway. Fear shows up, I do it anyway. Fear shows up, I do it anyway. Fear doesn't get the final say, I do. This is it. These are the mindsets. This is the installation. This is where, not even education. This is the internal laws of the 2.0 self. This is what we're striving to live every single day. This is who I become. This is who you are becoming. This list, print it out. Print this list out. Put it in front of you. And every day, check, am I living this internal operating system or am I not? Where am I at? Am I living it fully everywhere or am I just selectively living it? This is the introduction to your new operating system. We just learned it. Doesn't mean we're living it, but learning is the first step to awareness. Learning, then living is starting to execute from these installations, from these mindsets, from these internal laws. Learning it, executing it, and then we become it. We live it. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to put it on a note card or put it on a wall. We just are it. We can easily say, I'm committed, not interested. And all of a sudden, everywhere, anywhere in our life, people we're in contact with, they want to know, who is this person? He's committed. And you inspire them to be committed because it's who you are. The internal laws of the 2.0 self. This is who you actually really are and who you are becoming. It's time to begin. Bring about that awareness. Put these where you can see them everywhere you go. And just begin to notice your new execution that happens from this place, from your new commitment of your 2.0 self.